aggressively casual.
Or 5.
Exactly. Oh, wonderful. My camera decided it wanted to shut down on this screen. This is the
Hey,
best
your
time.
your turn to reset the camera.
There we go.
Um,
I'll just leave it here. It's fine.
and again, it's one of those things. I want this game to do well. I want it to have a wide audience. But what the 1% has to understand is if you want your game to survive, you need a lot of people playing it. Otherwise, you are going to have to spend a lot of money.
Right.
And if it's one of those things that it's and I get it, it's a balancing act. You want something for those guys that want to do it hardcore to do. That's
Right.
fine. That's what those upper difficulty levels are for.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know,
And that's the thing. Like, you shouldn't punish people who just want to play your game.
right.
Like that
Now,
doesn't.
with that being said, I don't want it to be a walk in the park either, and I don't mind the difficulty issues that I have are more to do with the boss fight mechanics than anything else. The moment to moment play is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Other than the drops are shite. The drop the the loot itemization needs about 18 passes.
Yeah, because
my
the reason I play these games, right, is because you want, well, one, you want number go up, right? But two, you want to feel accomplished in the things that you're doing. And right now, I don't feel like
it doesn't.
Like,
it doesn't. It absolutely
there's no
doesn't.
accomplishment.
I'm using the same bow that I got 15 levels ago now.
Up until last night, I was using the same mask that I was wearing level 2.
Right.
I'm
well,
27.
You're wearing the same armor that you got from me because I couldn't wear it.
Right.
Right. I'm wearing the same armor now. I'm wearing the same. Almost everything is the same. I've only changed my bow like 3 times, and I hit 30. I hit 30 earlier.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Doesn't compute. I want the numbers to go up, and I want the shit to change. And that is actually where Diablo 4 gets it right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It took them a bit. Don't get me wrong. With the last pass that they did, though, I get it. It's a loot game. But here's the thing. I also understand that Diablo was a pay game. You've had to pay for Diablo to play it. You don't have to play for this. But you don't buy weapons out of the cash shop. So let the loot reign. Let it rain.
Yep. Well, then the thing is, I mean, you don't have to pay for that game or for this game eventually. You have to pay for it now.
Right.
If you want in the game, you got to pay for it right now. And I understand in a year people won't have to, and then that's a whole nother discussion, right? But
I still think it's let the loot fall because you don't have any loot in the shop. So,
but at the same time, that goes back to the conversation we had last week about games wanting to be your job. This seems to be set up when it goes free, when it goes to the free to play model. This seems to be set up to want to be exactly that, because they're going to give you shit rewards that you can string together to maybe get a better reward down the road. But you got to pay, or so you have to play the game to get it, and that's.
Well, here's the thing. Even with a crafting system, I don't mind that. But again, when we're playing for 4 hours a night.
Yep.
And I'm getting like 1 yellow an hour.
That's a problem.
That's an issue.
Yeah, it's a problem.
It takes 10 yellows to make 1 orb.
Yeah.
So you're talking about 10 hours of play.
Yeah.
Just to get a chance to randomize an item up as a rare to hope that I get the shit that I want on it. So, but anyway, the game's got issues, but at the heart of it, it is a good game. It has potential to be a great game. And let's move on because let's talk about Borderlands 4.
Yeah,
and the rest of the Game Awards shit.
Yeah, so the Game Awards were last week. I watched all of it. I know you watched some of it.
I watched most of it.
Most of it? Okay, you ended up watching most of it. I was pleasantly surprised by the announcements we got this year. I have those up on screen right now. Because the last couple of years, Jeff Keighley in particular has been the ultimate hype man about this announcement's gonna blow your mind, this announcement's gonna that, whatever. And to me, he has not delivered on what he has said. This year, however, my God, the announcements were great. There was something for everybody at the Game Awards. I mean, when we've talked about this often enough. Like there's no better time to be playing video games than right now. And
and this year is a good year.
And I mean, next year shaping up to be a great year. Yeah, there was some stuff that they announced. It was like, hey, 2026. I'm like, yeah, whatever, okay. I'll check it back up on that in a little bit, right?
Right.
But
I'll worry about that later.
I wanted to go through. I wanted to check out some of the trailers of things that I was like, oh, this looks neat. This looks cool. And see what you thought of them, because they're things that, besides Borderlands and I think the Elden Ring one, we haven't talked about, you and I. So I want to kind of go through some of these and get your opinions. We're going to start with Borderlands because, of course, we're going to start with Borderlands. It was the reason I tuned into the Game Awards in the first place, was to see what they were cooking up. And this...
it looks interesting.
So they have come out and said, I want to preface before I play the trailer, this is a see that mountain over there, you can climb it type of world. They've gone, it sounds like, to an actual open world of gameplay.
And now that song stuck in my head.
All right. Let's roll this. That's just brutal.
I know, right?
Doc Ock, is that you?
More like the Borg Queen from Generation.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
Or, who are these guys?
All right. Like, and the other thing is, it looks good.
The
Like-
Borderlands art style, once you get used to the cell shaded art style, is always good.
Oh yeah, but I mean this in particular, like I don't know what it is about the way like in the gameplay clips. This is pod racing. I made that joke when we watched the Game Awards, but goddamn, it's just too damn funny. It's literally a pod racer. Like those little flips in the game looks like they took the cell shaded art style and merged it into like I don't know what else to call it, like an Unreal Engine 5 style graphics.
A little bit, yeah.
And I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah, it's a little more. The textures have more detail.
Yeah. It's a little more
than in
depth
the
to it.
past games. Than even in Tiny Tina, the full version.
Oh man, Tiny Tina's was a wonderful. Oh, I loved that game. So that comes out next year. I'm gonna buy it. We're gonna play it. We're gonna stream that game.
Damn right we are.
I cannot wait to do the wide open try.
Borderlands is my jam.
Yeah, man. My Borderlands been my jam since I was young and stupid, and now I'm just stupid.
Now, to be fair, when I first played Borderlands, the first time I played it, I didn't even make it all the way through that damn hour-long opening fucking tutorial.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my god, it never ends.
Correct.
And then once I gave it another shot and finally got through all that to where it opens up.
Yeah.
But hopefully with this one, they will finally learn the lesson and shorten that shit.
Hopefully.
Oh my god. That's still a problem in almost all of them. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just, this is Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Which has nothing to do with George R.R. Martin. I was reading an article right before the show.
Oh,
really? I was talking about that. And my immediate response was, okay.
Interesting. So the thing that I like about this one is they're taking the Elden Ring formula and turning it into a co-op roguelike, and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
And co-op hero, to be exact.
Yeah.
Oh. Pretty.
Very pretty.
But again, to be fair, at the Game Awards, you didn't get that opening title. they just kicked into this, and we're like, is this Elden Ring?
Right? Yeah. It's true. Well, and the way that Jeff announced it, he was like, "This new, fully standalone game," and we're like, "Okay."
Right. Standalone from what?
And then at the end, he was after they played it, he was like, "Now you see why I was so excited." And I'm like, "Yes, I do. This sounds amazing."
It was right about here where we realized it was probably Elden Ring.
Yep.
Seekers of redemption.
Yeah, because the woman's voice came over and we saw the
Thrown together by forces beyond
The little
our
safe
control.
spot. Hey, it's the Pal World Glider.
Yeah. Quick, sue them!
Right.
Wait, sorry, is that too soon?
Captain America Elden Ring.
Right.
His feathered helmet. Ouch.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, right in the Ghiblies. Titan Slam. I mean, whatever. And that's the boss that
Tragedy
they're
must
fighting
be
there.
averted. And for that, I need your help.
I'm sure you do.
Stand tall. The night is far from over.
Not drop me in the lava.
Little pillager. Benton backing the lands of gold.
It just looks fun.
I will
Little villager.
swat away
My wife calls me.
any and all who dare approach.
It's my stripper name. Cerebus, is that you?
Band together and prepare to
That
claim
dog gets around, man.
Right? The co-op thing
The
intrigues
life
me a lot.
of the Night Lord.
Right.
Like, I know...
Absolutely.
Like, I know, like, you can do, like, co-op play in Elden Ring, but it's not the same. It's not what they're doing here. And I'm really, really intrigued by what they're doing here, because I've wanted a co-op FromSoft game, a true co-op FromSoft game, for a long, long time. Because I love FromSoft games, but I'm terrible at them. So if I have somebody else to bounce things off of...
I like some FromSoft games.
Fair. But if I have somebody else to bounce things off of, it's a little different.
Sure.
This one was interesting for me. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Did you see this?
I don't remember.
This looks really good.
Seems like I remember.
お前の力はこの程度か
Really good.
まだまだ
Oh yeah, I did see this one because I remember the Japanese.
Yeah, okay. Like, I love Ninja Gaiden.
Oh yeah.
And this looks right up my alley.
What's funny is the 16-bit throwback graphics.
Right? Yeah, that's gonna be a blast. It's an absolute blast.
On the bright side, you should be able to run that on a watch.
I mean, they're putting it on PS4 for crying out loud. Like, yeah, it'll run on everything. This next one, Thick as Thieves.
It looks pretty good.
This was my like surprise announcement of the evening. I really, really want to play this game. I mean, it's War Inspector. Like,
Right.
first of all, but second of all,
It's a
it
stealth
is a
game,
multiplayer thief game.
Right.
Another
Well,
night on the
I do
town.
everything for stealth games, so.
Right.
Let's see what Razzo has for me.
Nice of you to turn up.
Oh, the McEwen estate. This one's always fun.
You're not the only one who thinks so.
Ooh.
And again, I really like the
Nice
art
and
style.
I love the art style. The art style. Great.
It's funny, everybody's like, I want my
Keep
games to
wits
look
about
hyper
you.
real. I'm like, I don't.
I don't.
You never know what's around the corner.
I don't care what they look like as long as it has a consistent art style that looks decent.
Right.
I spend a whole lot of hours in Minecraft and
Things
Trove.
could go
Yep.
many
And
different
Terraria.
ways.
Yeah,
Valheim.
right.
Because like I say, it's every feat themselves.
It just sounds fun. I can't wait to play that game.
I was good.
Like it just sounds like a fun time. I don't know. Did you see the game the Game of Thrones one as well?
No, I didn't actually.
No. Okay. Yeah. This
What I didn't
one's
see.
this is interesting. This goes in an interesting way.
Must have happened.
In the
after I went to
name
bed.
of the warrior, I charge you to be brave. In the name of the Father, I charge you to be just. In the name of the Mother, I charge you to defend the innocent. Arise, a knight of Lennon's Rest.
Castle Black is the only thing standing between the White Walkers and the Seven Kingdoms. We could use your help.
I'm nothing but a northern bastard from a powerless house.
Don't underestimate northern bastards. Someone must gather the support of the great houses.
Attaining your father's name will be hard. Making your own will be harder. It is up to you to decide which is more worth your while.
I like that they got the guy who
Modesty won't get you very far.
Dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Do at
either
least try
a
to
really
defend
really
their
good
arrogance.
impression,
We find it far
or
more
that's
familiar.
actually Aiden. No.
Oh,
You've
God, I'm
seen the
terrible.
White Walkers yourself. You know what they can do. They have to be
Seriously?
stopped.
Kind of tells you when this takes place.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely 3 series because White Walkers, Cersei on the throne.
It has
John,
to be in series.
I will see it done.
Because
Yeah,
John is
yeah.
yeah.
Well, just being on the wall with John,
Like
that
it or
could be
not.
post-series because he goes back at the end.
True.
Winter
Well, yeah, but Cersei
is coming.
But with Cersei alive, that
And Jamie's
puts
alive.
it firmly
and
in
Varys is
series.
alive. Like
Right.
they're
Oh,
all
that's right.
yeah.
Varys does die, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. So that it looks really interesting, and I'm like, that's where it's something I wasn't expecting, and I'm like, you know what, I'll
It's
play it.
intriguing.
It's intriguing.
It's intriguing.
Yeah. Now the other one that got me.
I want to see more. But
Yeah, exactly. I want to see more. The other one that got me is the new Mafia game. I love the Mafia series. I hope that they learned the lessons from Mafia 3, because I have long said, ever since we first saw Mafia 3 at E3, I think it was 2015, that the first 4 hours of Mafia 3 are a 10 out of 10 game, and I would play that every time. The storytelling was incredible. Everything is amazing. And then you get beyond, and the world opens up, and it's the same repetitive missions over and over and over and over and over again. And they obviously just ran out of ideas, so they were copy pasting
Right.
for everything, and it just got awful. and that was
It's like Mass Effect 3. It's 10
Yeah.
out of 10, except for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. Except it
The
was
last
more like
30 minutes, not so much.
exactly. So let's see what we're in store for in the old country.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
I do.
To become a man of honor, repeat these words.
I swear my loyalty to this family. My flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath,
Welcome, Enzo.
It just like the setting is intriguing. Like everything about that game and that trailer is intriguing. It looks beautiful. Yeah, I know it's mostly, if not all, like rendered cutscenes,
Right.
or rendered cinematics for I get it, but like the fact that this is being advertised as a PlayStation title first and foremost means it's going to be they're going to push it, especially on the PS5 Pro. I'm really
Exclusives are
excited
bad,
to see.
okay?
It's not an exclusive though. It's just the channel I found it on. There are two other games I want to talk about. I want to watch one trailer, and then I want to talk about The Witcher 4 because that trailer is long and we don't need to watch it. But I want to talk about the Intergalactic trailer.
But if you haven't seen the Witcher 4 trailer, go watch it. It's
Go
worth a
watch the Witcher 4 trailer. And by the way, look, when it comes to The Witcher 4, don't listen to any of the goons on the internet who are talking about fucking Cyril being the fucking protagonist. They're not serious people. They don't actually give a shit. They're just trying to rile you up.
You can actually make a fairly heavy case that Ciri's always been the protagonist.
Right, exactly. And they've already said that Geralt's in the damn game, so why are you bitching?
Right.
Just stop. It's disingenuous at best and just really shitty at worst.
Well, and let's be honest, some of them it makes them scared.
I know,
And then some of them it gives them feelings in places they've never had them before.
Right, exactly. So, but guys, just look, use some common sense and judge things for yourself. Don't let some YouTuber or some guy on Twitter tell you what to think about things.
Or two idiots on Twitch.
Right, 2 idiots on Twitch. Look at things objectively and make up your own damn mind.
I think we just found our tagline: aggressively casual. Two idiots
on Twitch. Exactly. All right, let's check this out. This is the new Naughty Dog IP. Which is another one, by the way, where people are going, "Oh my god, a woman!"
Right.
Again, don't listen to that shit. At the bottom of this one is, yeah, right? I was about to say, did you do the music for this?
I know, right? It's like, somebody been in my YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/CheeksMiller, by the way.
Streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. Central for ambient noise making. Up to episode like 27.
Nice. By the way, these are all supposedly in-game rendering. cinematics, which is fucking nuts, by the way.
Was that Afro Samurai?
Ooh, that might have been.
I think it was.
Ooh,
Or no, it was Samurai Champloo. One of the two.
Jordan, tell me something good.
Yeah.
Well, you're right, it checks out. He's hiding out around this Imperium moon.
Excellent.
How is that excellent? He's next to fucking Semperius. No one has left that planet in over 600 years. Anyone who even flies close to it has never heard from again.
Superstitions.
No. Superstitions are the crazy rumors about what happened on that planet. These are facts.
You worry too much.
You know what I worry just the right amount. I say, we wait for him to leave, or how about...
She's kind of giving me a
find
bit of a
new
Snake
lead?
Plissken vibe.
Right?
He's not worth it.
Or how many 80s references can we get into one
Can
conversation?
you please claim him? I don't need another hunter swooping in.
Who is swooping? No one is crazy enough to go there.
He clearly is.
He is clearly desperate.
And so am I, so claim him, or I will find another agent.
Anyone else with all your fucking shit? Okay, alright, you know what? There, you're the boss.
Thank you.
Listen, kid. I'll see you on the other side.
It's just intriguing. I mean, Naughty Dog games are fucking great. But, like, this is just an intriguing setup. They've never done something this big before.
Right. Well, and the good thing about this is you're getting shown... You're seeing a lot, but you're not getting shown much.
Yep. Yep.
Damn, we still see these in the future. Headshot looks nice. Speaking of 80s references.
Right? Speaking of 80s references, have you watched Skeleton Crew yet?
No, it's on my list. Oh, which reminds me, I want to talk about Secret Level.
Oh, yep.
I was gonna start last night.
At the end here, we do get a little bit of this badass.
Hey, look, it's General Grievous post Star Wars. Hey,
that just
I recognize that sword.
I'm really intrigued by this. Right? But it mixes all the things I like, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it's definitely intriguing, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, I want that game.
And the thing about it is, you're like, well, is this kind of a Star Wars Outlaws thing, or is it, because it doesn't really tell you, right? What it is.
Right? Yeah, it doesn't tell you. All right, Secret Level. You want to talk about Secret Level? Let's go.
Yeah. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you've got Prime or access to Prime, it's really good.
Which is interesting. Which is interesting because it kind of got canned on by a lot of reviews.
And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because, well, it's video games and people tend to shit on them anyway when somebody tries to do any type of other media about video games, whether that's a movie, whether it's a TV show, they always kind of get shit on no matter what.
Right.
I can remember people shitting on the first Avengers movie, and you're like, what the hell are you watching? Because it obviously ain't this movie.
Did we watch the same movie?
Right. But it's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a little uneven. I'll give it that. It's uneven, but when it's good, it's really good.
Exactly.
And it's never bad. That's just it gets
never
weird.
Bad. It is now. Well, here's the interesting thing: is I just checked Metacritic just to see, right? There's only 9 critic reviews on Metacritic,
right?
And it's at a 53. But the user score is a 7.1. So actual people are enjoying the
I would
show.
agree with that. Obviously, I really dug the 40K episode, even though it's one of the ones that tells you the least. But I'm conversant enough with that universe. That is irony. That is the understatement of the year, perhaps.
Right.
Me being somewhat conversant with the 40K universe.
Yeah, only a little.
Right. But the Pac-Man episode is fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
I was like, when I saw that it's like Pac-Man, I was like, okay. And then I'm watching it, I'm like, all right, that is a really novel take on that.
Right.
Because you're like, my first thought was, where the hell are they going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Pac-Man?
Yep.
Was the Concord episode in there? I don't know which one it was. There wasn't enough context in there for me to pick it out. I think they took it out.
I think that I
didn't see it.
Ooh, man, I couldn't tell you.
The right out of the gate, the D&D episode right out of the gate is just a banger.
Yep. It's the best way to start that.
Oh yeah, it was. I was just like, well, that starts with a bang.
Yeah.
Let me see what the episodes were here. So, the Sifu episode is pretty good. The New World one was amusing with Arnold. The Unreal Tournament was good. The Crossfire one was okay.
Yeah.
And then, when you end with the Armored Core. Actually, apparently, no. There are 2 more episodes yet to come.
Okay.
No, there's more than that. Never mind.
Oh.
That's only half of the season.
Okay.
The rest of the rest of it drops tomorrow.
Okay, good. Well,
actually,
we have things to talk about in 2 weeks.
Right. The Armored Core one though with Keanu, man, that was great. So what's still left is Outer Worlds.
Okay.
Mega Man, Exodus, Spelunky. That'll be interesting. Concord is episode 13.
Okay.
Honor of Kings, and then it ends with just something called Playtime Fulfillment, which is a range of characters track down a valuable item in a virtual world. So,
cool.
Yeah. But the first half, go watch it, go check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's well worth a watch, and if you're a gamer, you're probably going to get most of the references.
Yeah.
And I would say go watch it because it's the only way you're going to get more of anything like that. If nobody watches it, we're not going to get any more.
Yep. If you at all enjoy video games, go watch the damn show.
Go watch the damn show. It's 10 minutes an episode. It ain't going to take you long.
Yeah. It's like it's like what Star Wars Visions did for Star Wars, right? Would
it be as good if those were 30-minute episodes?
No.
Probably not. No, I would watch 30 minutes of the D&D one. I would watch 30 minutes of the Space Marine one.
Yeah, fair.
Some of the others I would watch. Some of the others I'd be like, okay, this needs to move on. But
yeah,
I would watch a whole series of the D&D one. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I would watch a whole. I loved the D&D movie and want a sequel that we're not going to get.
Right.
But that's just me.
That was perfect. The way making that into an action comedy was absolutely the way to go because it was the only way you were going to get away from Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones.
Yep.
It was the only way to escape that. Of course, those are the same fuckers that were bitching about John Carter of Mars being like Star Wars.
Right.
History's a thing.
Right.
No John Carter, no Star Wars. That's how that works.
Yep.
And John Carter wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't as bad as people want to say.
It wasn't Rebel Moon. It's fine.
Right. Much like many games, like Path of Exile. It's not great yet, but it's not terrible either. So,
exactly.
Pal World, there's some, Pal World has removed some of the mechanics based on the lawsuit. I have a sneaky suspicion they're going to remove all of it. And this is copyright law being bullshit what it is.
Yep.
Nintendo didn't even copyright some of this stuff until after Pal World was released. But because of the way the laws work, they're going to get away with it. I know they're going to fight them, but at the same time, if you don't want to get an injunction against your game, because the money they're asking for is ridiculously small. And it's not about the money. It's about Nintendo being a bully.
It's the principle of it.
And if they throw up a GoFundMe, I will contribute because I cannot abide a bully, and you know how I feel about copyright law in general.
Yep.
Okay, let me phrase. Copyright law itself is not a bad thing. It is needed, but it needs some revision. It needs some oversight. And that has to do with whether it's. And I don't think game mechanics should be copyrighted anyway. Copyright is why we don't have anything with the Nemesis engine.
Yep.
Because nobody wants to pay to license it.
Which is fucking stupid, because the Nemesis engine is the best, hands down, the best technology for AI in a fucking game ever.
You want emergent gaming? License a fucking Nemesis engine. Oh my god, that's the thing I watched. This didn't happen to me. I watched a video of it happen. Of this dude was trying to beat this one orc captain, and he couldn't beat him. And the guy was saying something different every time. Finally, he gets this. He's about to execute this orc captain. I swear to you, this captain looks Talon right dead in the eye and goes, "Well, killing me, bring your family back." And I was like, holy shit.
Ooh.
Damn, Nemesis engine went hard. And it's just, I was like, and that's all out of that emergent AI that's in that engine.
Yep.
And I'm just like, damn. But then they patented it.
Yep.
And so nobody can use it.
Yep.
And then they threw it on the fucking shelf too.
Yep. It literally sits there collecting dust because they don't want to make another game, which is fucking stupid.
But anyway, Pal World removed the mechanic to release your pal. It just drops out beside you.
Yep.
Which will change the way combat in that games work. And I have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to remove the throw mechanic and just put all the sphere into the launch, because they have the sphere launchers already in the game.
Yep.
They've been there since the beginning, but nobody used them because you just toss a damn thing. I have a sneaking suspicion they're going to take that out and put it into the launcher, thus removing pretty much anything Nintendo has a bit with, and just tell them to fuck off.
Yep, I agree.
I
agree.
So that was kind of the big thing, and I follow just about anything that has to do with copyright law, both in gaming and music, because it can have some far-reaching ramifications.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, they're not suing him in this country, because this country they wouldn't be allowed to do it.
Yeah, they wouldn't get away with it.
The government would be like,
a judge would look at it and go,
patent this. You didn't patent this until after they released the game.
It's not even that. A judge would look at it and go, "This is derivative. Fuck off."
Well, right, and that's the thing. There's clear evidence that, there's clear evidence in this that Nintendo certainly didn't invent the sphere throwing mechanic to capture a creature. Right. There are games that happened far before it happened in Pokemon.
Yep.
And it happened. Hell, do you know where the first place so far that they found it is? GTA Online in a mod.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a patent out for that.
That tracks.
In a fucking mod for GTA Online. So it's like, okay, the precedent is there if you want to dig it up and they want to fight. But again, you're talking about a small indie company who, yes, they made a lot of money with Pal World, but that's all the money they got. And you're not going to outmoney Nintendo.
Right.
Which is the idea, and Nintendo knows it. So, I can't abide a bully.
Yeah, no, me either. Never have been able to. It drives me batty. Nintendo.
And I guess it might be different if Nintendo would actually come up with something new and not just give me another iteration of Pokemon or Mario or Zelda.
I mean,
I get it.
I mean, to be fair to Nintendo, they did with the last Zelda game. Echoes of Wisdom is fucking amazing, and I will die on that hill. The newest Mario and Luigi game is amazing, and I will die on that hill.
It's still the same old shit. That's my point.
That being said, yeah, the formula at this point is what it is, and you either like it or you don't.
They've got the same problem that Ubisoft does. Do something different.
Yeah. Well, and they did with Echoes of Wisdom. You play as Zelda, and you have no power. You can't actually really fight anything. You have to use the world around you to fight, which is fucking great.
But you're still playing a Zelda game. That's the thing.
Well, sure, but Zelda and Mario are their two most popular franchises. They aren't going away anytime soon. At the same time, it is what it is.
But yeah, it's just like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then their last couple of consoles of. Don't be wrong, the Switch is good. I'd like to have one. I don't have one.
Switch is great. Yeah.
The last one I had was the Wii.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
the Switch is great. I mean, granted, with the new Switch coming out next year at some point, supposedly, it'll be interesting to see what they do in terms of trying to keep up with Xbox and PlayStation, in terms of just because the Switch now being almost 7 or 8 years on is now just starting to get pretty long in the tooth. And
that's okay. Again, to be fair to Nintendo, their consoles have always had what I would call a longer shelf life.
Yeah. Well, and part of it is because they, as a company, don't give a flying fuck about we're gonna have the most realistic looking blah 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 game.
They're not into the console. They don't buy into the console wars.
They do.
So
their own thing.
I'll give them credit there. They've always done their own thing. Although even now you've got people were making whatever it is coming out next for the Xbox. People are like that. It used to be an exclusive, and the new one's not. It's going to be on the PlayStation. And everybody's, it's the end of the... No, it's just they've realized maybe that exclusives are bad, and not having exclusives means we make more money.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing of it is when you're losing the console war, right? When you're losing the console war, you're going to have to do things to make up the money somehow. And
I don't know that they really are losing it, though.
I mean, they in terms of the overall units sold, they are. They definitely are.
This round?
Yeah, sure. But that's
it's gone back and forth the whole time. And,
but that's all people give a shit about. Is the here and now. Nobody wants to sit here and look at the history and the way that the 360 trounced the PlayStation 3 in every fucking way.
I don't have a 1X or a PS5, so I've still got a 1S in my bedroom and just a 1 downstairs.
Yep, I feel you. Like I said,
I'd like to get a 1X. Don't get me wrong, but there's just not enough use of it, not for the house right now.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is like if you're not using it, there's no point.
Right. I got better things I can spend that money on.
Exactly. There's just no point. We're coming up on an hour here. As always, thank you so much, Cheeks, for doing this show with me. I love doing this show with you. I feel like I learn something new every time we do this show. It's always good to get our thoughts out on the internet for everyone to hear instead of just 3 of us on Discord.
Right.
But
that's right.
We'll
everybody gets the benefit of listening to me bitch now.
Right, exactly. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time, so right around New Year's, with some more of our bullshit. But as always, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the VODs. The VODs are doing incredibly well, way better than I ever thought they would do for a couple of guys sitting around here talking about what they think
2
of
idiots
video
on
games
Twitch
on the internet. Yeah, 2 idiots on Twitch.
The next time we're on will be 2 days before my birthday.
Woohoo!
Double nickel.
Chat. Do we throw Cheeks a birthday party on stream? Do we do it? But yeah, as always, guys, we love you. We'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys later this week. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Peace out. Come check me out on Tube.
This may be the last time you see me. This might be the last gig I do. At the end of today, I may just pass away. On the other hand, it might